Okay, apparently I don't know how to work this still, but I think I figured it out, maybe? Okay, apparently I don't know how to work this still, but... Okay, yeah, I think we're good. Maybe. Also, it's too loud in my ears. This is not... Oops. Okay. Hopefully this audio is still gonna be okay, even though I turned it down from what I had it at. So... Hello. Any and all people who are watching this now? I don't know. But hello. I'm trying to do a thing. It's new and unfamiliar. Let's just... I don't know. I'm gonna start out just from I guess. 'Cause that works as well as anything. Oh dear God. The train made its way along the gentle curve of the coast of Japan, whisking me farther and farther from home. I don't even know what I'm doing. Across from me sat a boy, face half buried in a newspaper. Oh, how lovely. He was deeply entranced in whatever article he was reading and hadn't spoken a single word to me, even when I asked if I could join him in the last compartment with any available space. He shrugged, nodded, and adjusted his newspaper without ever making eye contact. Why is that line so hard to read? It had been almost an hour. In fact, he hadn't once looked at it. Anyways. Yes, so, I guess... Oh, that's crap. I'm looking at the... Oh, that's awful. It's really, really awful. Is it 'cause what happened? Now okay, maybe if I, the live... this is... Things are hard. Okay. Okay. I'm still figuring things out. Let's see if it'll... Okay. I don't know how to do anything. And... Cool. That'll do, pig. That'll do. Then, okay. Yeah. Did it not fix anything? Yep. Okay, cool. Could you... Okay. Scale to fit. Nope. It's not, 'cause it's... Oh, I know what happened. Let's do away with these. Okay. As that slowly happens and we slowly get back to normal. I don't know. This isn't... Yep. And... Let's see. But devoid of conversation, I took instead to continuing. Sometimes reading. Just occasionally. It's just difficult. Okay. So, and now let's see. This one should work. Okay. Let's start here because this works. Strategy is always, it says, yay, this isn't going well. There should be music. Why is there no music? It's because there's no music. It's not really a... Oh hey, it's almost time for the flower festival. With everything happening so quickly, it felt almost like it snuck up on me. Have you decided who you're taking yet? Right, I had to go with someone to the festival, but who could I ask? The only guys I knew were the members of the NormalBoots club. Would they want to go with me? Which one should I go with? John was kind and caring, but I was a bit worried he cared too much about Jock and the play to notice anything else. PBG was easygoing, but something about the way he looked at me still bothered me. Ah, I love PBG so much. Satch was mature and really smart, but he seemed hard to get close to, or was I imagining that? Then there was Shane, who, let's be honest, he hated me. There was no way he'd say yes, but then again, he had started to warm up to me. Paul of Continue? I didn't need to read it like that. Paul of Continue popped into my head, too, but the last few times I hung around with him, he caused major destruction. Jirard was so caring and friendly, but I wasn't sure he was interested in me in that way. There was Jirard, too, but I looked at I couldn't do that, could I? Well, And now comes the hard part, where I don't know which route I should do. We could always pick at random. I don't know. Let's pick at random maybe, or try to do that.
Shane.
Nope. That will not go well. Let's, not do that one. I'm still too scared. I didn't click anything. I tried to click, but it did not work.
Paul.
I've already done. Okay, let's see if I can...
Paul.
Again,
Well...
with the Paul. Oh, no, we don't need to... You know what? would ask you, but there's no one watching this. So, that was really my plan to fall back on. I didn't have a plan. I should have had a plan. So yeah. Well, it's been a great stream, I guess. I don't know what to do now. Jirard works. Jirard's, that'll be pleasant, because I don't really want to do John's, and on my other computer, I got the best ending for Satch, so I don't know about playing that one. And I'm scared to play Shane's, and I don't want to replay any, so I'm asking Jirard. I'm gonna do that. Whenever I play this game and try to read out the lines, I always sound just a little bit too excited for the character I'm reading as, just because I really like this game, and it just gets me.
Really?
Oh. Really? Aw, that's so cute. Jirard is such a great guy. I'm sure you'll be happy with him. My. Well, go on.
What?
What?
Uh-huh.
Go on and get your man. Wait, you mean now?
Yeah!
Yeah! Mai hit me on the back and practically shoved me towards the door. As I began to leave, my legs turned to jelly. Small pink blobs filled my vision. What? Go! Mai was tossing cherry blossom petals over my head. Go get Senpai to notice you! Mai! Mai beamed at me. No time to talk, Hana. This is going to be your big day. You're a main character. Unless you mess up really badly, you'll definitely get a good answer. Sometimes reading is hard still. I've messed up a lot, though. Just go! With a final shove, I was out the door. Now, where would I find him? One moment, as I adjust things. Hopefully this is good. I found Jirard in a secluded section of campus, a large map and notepad sitting in front of him. He seemed perfectly content, and I felt bad interrupting him. But you did anyways. Instead, I hovered around him, firmly telling myself that I was not in the least bit procrastinating. After a time, he glanced up, and upon seeing me, set aside his notepad and map.
Hey, Hana!
Hey, Hana, what brings you here? I automatically said the hey. He's adorable. Anyways. I faltered. I couldn't just blurt it out, could I? What are you working on? Well, there's a convention coming up in a week. Rumor is they're supposed to have Princess Pumpernickel, so I made a map and marked the location of every stall that sold IBKs. This is the most efficient route to check. This is the most efficient route to check each one. I whistled, staring at the lines and circles running across his notepad. I should make it quieter somehow. The logical way, by using the sound thing. That's really complicated. It's impressive. He's blushing. Just to tell you the visually communicated thing on screen, he is in fact blushing. It's nothing really, just a habit. I nodded, and then, to my utter horror, the conversation stalled. I stared at the notepad, trying desperately to appear very, very interested, my mind racing to figure out a way to form the words I wanted. The tension was rising. It was getting awkward. I hadn't moved in 45 seconds. Jirard was staring at the ground, no doubt feeling my awkwardness. That was it. I botched it. I stretched upward, staring at the sky. Well, that's all. That's all, so I'll just be going. Great job, Hana. Way to completely and utterly suck, as usual. I raised a trembling hand to Jirard, who looked up in alarm.
Wait.
Wait, Hana, before you go. I paused. Ah! Did you need something? Jirard stared down at his notebook, fingernails rolling down the rungs. Was he nervous? So, you know the flower festival is coming up. Jirard was blushing. It seemed his mind was made up. Heat rushed into my face as I waited for what came next. I was thinking that, you know, we could go together, but only if you were interested, you know? She did it anyways, but I still did. Partially as a little release of the feelings. All the feelings. Jirard looked at me, eyes wide in alarm. I couldn't help it. I started laughing. Laughing is the word. I started laughing helplessly. Jirard cast his eyes to the ground.
Oh.
Yeah, I guess not, huh? No! No, that's not... It's not that! It was just... I was going to ask you myself, but I wasn't brave enough. Jirard looked at me questioningly, wind rustling a stray hair on top of his head. A slow smile spread across his face.
Really?
I love the voice clips in this game. Really? Is so cute. If it weren't for you, we'd both end up going to the festival alone. So you'll go with me?
Yeah.
Of course I will. Jirard was beaming now. He clapped his hands together.
Awesome!
Awesome! We'll... the voice clips. It is weird to, like, read the lines in the game due to the voice clips, just because it's like, do I repeat what they said, or just... I don't really know. Awesome! Well, yep, it was half-hearted at best, but we'll meet at the festival tomorrow then, right? Definitely, definitely. With the plans settled, the awkward silence crept back in along our ankles, settling like fog.
Take care.
Well, I'll see you then. Right. My voice is weird and cracky sometimes. I turned so rapidly I stumbled over my own feet. Hana, are you alright? I'm fine. Sorry, bye. I dashed away, internally screaming, awkward, awkward, awkward! But still, I had a date with Jirard, and he was the one who asked me. It seemed my feelings were reciprocated. Wait, were they? I woke up late the next morning, the day of the flower festival. I was buzzing with anticipation, but because of that, it took me forever to wake up. Now it was almost noon, and I rubbed my eyes as I arose. I'm gonna do this just to... Did I already? I already did that. Okay. It's fine.
Hana.
Hey there, sleepyhead. Good morning. You slept even later than I did. That's impressive, Hana. I sat up in bed, and something on the edge of my desk caught my eye.
Hey!
What's that?
I don't know.
Oh, that? A letter for you. Came in the mail this morning, so I just set it... I scrambled out of bed and into my desk chair, ripping open the letter. Whoa, geez, calm down. It's not going anywhere. I turned away from her and started to read. Little Blossom, how have you been doing these past few weeks? I'm sorry I haven't found time to write. Your pa's been working hard lately, and I seem to go right to sleep when I get home. I know things were difficult for you here, and I only hope that you're having a better time where you are now. It isn't the same without you here. I miss your cheeriness and watching TV with you, and most of all your pink hair bobbing around the kitchen. Hana, I know you feel bad about the pressure this must be putting on me, but don't. I do this because I love you. There is nothing I want more in this world than your happiness. I miss you, Hana. Be strong. Your Papa. My hands trembled, tears filled my eyes. I hadn't written to him since arriving at Asagao. As many times a day as he crossed my mind, I'd just been busy with other things. He must be worried sick, and from the sound of things, he was also depressed. I missed my father. I missed my home. I missed helping him. If I wasn't around to cook him breakfast, he almost never ate. He kept saying it was fine, but he was getting older without Mom there to take care of him. Hana, are you okay? I wiped my eyes on my sleeve. Yeah, I'm fine. I miss my dad. I picked up a pencil and a paper and began to write, trying hard to block out the tears. Eventually Mai turned to her own desk and let me be. Dad, I'm doing really great here. This has been the best change of my life. I have a best friend and I might join a club. I even have a date. You sacrificed so much to bring me here. I know I hardly gave you any choice with the way things were going. I was spoiled and ungrateful, but you always did whatever was necessary for me. I miss you so much, but thank you. I know this was a huge sacrifice. Please eat well and take care of yourself. Remember, 2 glasses of water in the morning and 1 before bed. And have breakfast. Scrambled eggs are easy to make. Draw a smiley face on them in ketchup, just like I would if I was there. I'll send my love through that, so make sure you do it. Ah! My emotions. I miss you, and tell Mom happy birthday. Oh. I walked to the festival area alone, wary of students and strangers passing by with friends and family. It was a little nerve-wracking to go to the festival to meet Jirard rather than walk there with him. I felt silly in my yukata, overdressed even. No one was shooting me weird looks or anything, but the thought of wandering the festival alone and being stood up followed me like a hunting dog. There was a stall on the edge of the festival that sold beautiful silk scarves, apparently all created by the little old man behind the booth, and I stood at the corner of it searching the crowd for Jirard. You okay? That was not a good Saitama voice. Saitomo, I guess. Yeah. That was not a good voice for him at all. You okay there, miss? Voices are not my forte. They may have been at one point in the past, but they are not now. I flushed. It must be more obvious that I was on edge than I thought. Yes, I'm fine, thank you. The old man watched me for a few seconds and I squinted at him. He looked oddly familiar. You know, it took me a while to get in the business of scarf making. I never set out to become a weaver. But I wanted to make a great present for my wife on our 20th wedding anniversary. Being a teacher in a poor town, I never had enough money to buy her one of the fancy silk scarves she wanted. I decided to make one myself. She showed it off to the entire town, and eventually I launched a side business selling scarves. Isn't that funny? Now I wonder whether it was meant to be. Why are you telling me this? You're a young lady alone at a festival. It's a good omen if I ever heard one. You can never guess what the future holds for you. Believe in yourself, alright? Believe that you're worth something, and something will come. So you... Hana, there you are! Jirard finally appeared, a sheepish look on his face. Sorry I'm late. I hope you didn't wait too long. There was no 2 in there. Gotta love that when you automatically put a word in where it's not necessary. It's fantastic. Paper and plastic. I don't know what I'm saying at this point. Not at all. It's rude to keep a lady waiting, you know. The old man glared at Jirard, who flushed. Mr. Saitomo, it's nice to see you. I wish I could say the same. Boys these days have no class. And speaking of class, don't forget about the test on Thursday.
Oh.
Yes, sir. Sorry, I got distracted. Jirard grabbed the tip of my elbow, leaning down to whisper in my ear. Let's get out of here. I really don't want to be by my teacher, please. Let's leave now. When we were a safe enough distance away, Jirard released me. Mr. Saitomo's everywhere. He's a nice old man, but he sure can get on your nerves, on your case sometimes. He was really sweet to me.
Really?
Was he? That's great. Anyways, did you have somewhere in particular you wanted to go? I guess I would like to see the bonfire at some point. Other than that, no.
All right.
It's great when there's a line in a game that's so cute that you can't say it. Or not that. Great isn't, but the voice clip, and then it was so cute. Great! He's had her. Okay. Jirard reached into his pocket. He pulled out a weathered-looking scroll, which he unrolled with a flourish. You see, realizing that this was your first time here, I made a list of all the most important places we should visit. Of course, the truth is that they're all important, so they're all on here, but they're listed in order of most interesting, so we'll hit the most important areas first. Jirard, that's so kind of you. Already my legs were aching. Jirard laughed. It's no trouble for you, Hana. But again, I'm sorry I was late. This list is the reason. I've been working on it since you asked me. I almost ran out of time to take Mr. Saito's last online quiz. That's why he was sassing me.
Really?
Oh, Jirard, you didn't have to go through all that trouble for me. I wanted to, and it was no trouble at all.
See what I mean?
I love the voice clips. They're so cute. People are what's most important, and I want to do my best to show you a good time.
Right.
Jirard. I'll say also. Who was this arbiter of joy and goodwill standing before me? Was I really expected to believe that this was a teenage boy? I love it when the game just is like, wow, based on the way you're acting or talking, you can't possibly be a teenager. 'Cause they're real people and they're not. You know, not only were his priorities in the right place, but he also had an unwavering sense of self. He was able to withstand the pressure of others without so much as breaking a sweat. But he was this nice to everyone, wasn't he? It wasn't just me. I wasn't special in any way. And why should I be? When had I ever done something to repay Jirard's kindness? Instead I sat there like some kind of log, taking and taking while he gave his all to ensure my comfort and happiness. I was the worst kind of person. I like how, like giggly I said that. I was the worst kind of person! How humorous that is as a statement.
What's going on?
You okay? You look kind of sad. I snapped back into reality. Jirard had kept walking, and now Jirard was pointing at a statue in the middle of the festival. A small woman with flower-inspired design stood with her hands clasped, gazing happily over the festival denizens. To her right, and even smaller than her, was an old man whittling wood. He was leaning against her, a sly smile on his face. It seemed like he would have been whistling. This is beautiful.
Right?
Isn't it? They put it in the middle of the festival every year, but people are so busy trying to stay together and find the right stalls that most walk right past it.
Well...
As you can tell, it's Flower Spirit and the man who loved her. They're both here to watch over the town in secret. She's clearly happy everyone is here. That's so sweet. Even after his death, he's still with her. Jirard chuckled. So you believe in the myth? Well... Me too! It's so cute. The guys always give me crap about it, but I believe something like that could have happened. And what's the harm in believing in a little magic? I can't take it. I just can't. Jirard winked at me. No, there was no way this was a teenage boy. So, for our next stop, Jirard took me to what felt like every stall in the festival. Each place we got to, we stayed for only a few minutes. Time was a-wasting, and we had a list to churn through. I ended up learning more about Higanbana than I ever guessed. That an elderly nudist society came to the festival to advertise that there was a lake just off the edge of town, that there was an entire alley made of just crane games. We ate takoyaki, fried ice cream, flour ice cream, cotton candy, hot dogs, and funnel cake. We saw jugglers and acrobats, couples dancing in the streets, trees with petals that glowed in the evening light. And finally, when I genuinely felt like I was about to die, we went to see the bonfire. So how did you like it? Higanbana is a great place, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's great, really. We sat on a log near the edge of the clearing, and I resisted the urge to lay myself flat upon it. My yukata would be a mess, and I couldn't afford to send it to dry cleaning. Did you like it? We didn't make it to everything, but that's okay. I saw you were kind of fading there. I mean, yeah, I can't keep up with you, I think. I don't have that much willpower. But I'm glad we saw all those things. Higanbana's a much more special place than I ever thought. Here I figured it was just some podunk throwaway town.
You are correct.
A lot of Asagao students think that way. They go straight for the games or the food, hang around for an hour or two, and then go home to sleep. There's all this build-up to the festival and they don't even take advantage of it. Why bother going if you don't make the most of it? My nose is stuffed up. That's great. I'm getting the impression you're this gung-ho about everything you do. Jirard let out a hearty laugh. Apparently that struck a chord. It's just, if you're going to do something, why would you waste time being lazy about it? Either do it or don't do it. It doesn't make sense otherwise. But this isn't something unique to me. Other guys think that way too. The other guys think that way too. That's why we all bonded together so well, I think. Yeah, some great nose-blowing action.
Really?
Really? Somehow I doubted that. PPG fell asleep in class. Jirard seemed almost... Jirard, sorry. Goddamn, they have similar names, and it is frustrating as heck. Heckington. I don't know. I do not know where my brain just went, but it's okay. Jirard seemed almost completely insincere in all of his interactions with the general female population. Yep. Even Continue seemed more interested in messing around with each other than winning their election. Granted, they were running unopposed, so maybe that made sense. Yeah, I get that reaction a lot.
Huh.
We seem like such a carefree bunch, and we try hard not to make people sad. We just want to do what we love, you know? Play video games, hang out with people, find something that inspires us, and maybe, if it isn't too much to ask, contribute something to people. Ah! I think it's easy to overlook how hard we're all working, but if you knew where to look, you'd see how much they're all fighting. Wow. Is that seriously how I talk when I'm like just overwhelmed? You'd see how much they're all fighting. Yeah. All the roots in this. are really emotional at points. All of them. To be fair, I haven't played John's route or Shane's, but yeah. Jirard stared wistfully into the fire. So they were all secretly fighting hard, huh? Good for them. They at least knew something they wanted to fight for. Me, on the other hand, I had no idea. More than that, I wasn't sure that I could fight for something even if I did. The past year showed me who I truly was, and I didn't like the picture it painted. Lonely, misanthropic, a self-made victim, angry, bitter, resentful, distrustful, shy, unconfident. All these words floated up in front of me, triggered by Jirard's words, as if by a magical spell. Compared to these guys, I was totally out of my league. It was a wonder any of them wanted to spend time with me, with the kind of negative, boring person I had become. Before my last year in Amararisu, I was such a cheerful girl, relatively outgoing, clever. And now? Well... You've got that look on your face again. What's up with that? It's nothing, really. I couldn't just spill all my insecurities on him. Especially not now. That would put a huge damper on our date. But as I tried to wave it off, Jirard grew only more determined.
What's going on?
Tell me, I'm sure there's something. Oh, now I get it. Tell me, I'm sure there's something. If I can help in any way, I want to. Should I risk it? Holy crap, there's a decision. There's usually not decisions on these. Okay. I'm especially worried because I did play this a long time ago on my other computer. And I ended up getting the worst ending. And so now I'm super worried about this. And not just super worried, I guess. I'm always super worried on all of these, but on all of the decisions in this game. But now I'm like even more so, which is not good. What do I do? Like I said, at least for me, this is Indecision the game. You know what? I'm gonna do a sneaky and, not sneaky in terms of actually okay, apparently I have to go to 8, which doesn't even make any sense. But, okay. Let's just save right there. And turn. This has been a nice stream. I don't know. Should I tell him? Like, I honestly don't know. Let me see. I've been streaming for a while and nobody's come here to watch. So, you know what? We've had a lovely time. I'm too afraid to make this decision and nobody's watching, so I think that it's time to... Okay, bye. Yep, farewell.